We hear a lot about the future. They say the future is going to be beyond anything we can imagine. It gives us hope sometimes to think about it and even create it, since the most reliable way to predict the future is to create it. Sometimes we fall in love with it, as the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We seek it in everything the present has to offer. This isn't, however, the only way we can look at the future. Many times it brings us fear. We think of something bad that might happen, something we cannot really handle. This rids us of present peace. We become stressed, anxious, and we forget how it feels to really live. Chapter 1. Hope. When was the last time you set a goal or worked towards reaching a goal? Most of us find purpose in goals that hypothetically propel us towards our dreams. They give the mundane tasks some purpose, a greater achievement to anticipate, a sweet victory, a happier, more fulfilled life. There is hope in goals. Hope that the situation we are in is merely a step in a staircase, and a few more steps will take us to the top. The top, it's a place that looks perfect from the bottom of the staircase. So we keep on moving forward, one step at a time, dreaming of tomorrow, seeking the top of the staircase. It's always the case that we anticipate breakthroughs in technology a couple of years from today, something that will change the world and make it a better place. We love the idea of novelty and innovation, as we constantly want to make our lives better. There is hope in what's to be created, designed, and implemented. There is hope in a future where we can do more, be more, and experience life beyond our present capabilities. Why is this the case, however? Why do we always seek change? There's always that person who's excited about changing the world. It feels as if this is part of who we are, hoping for more, waiting the next big thing, patient yet impatient for a better tomorrow. Chapter 2. Fear. The future isn't always bright. Maybe it's the fear that we have inside us that makes us want to hope for the better to come and escape from what frightens our hearts. The future can be uncertain, unexpected, inevitable, and unknown. Just as good things might happen, bad things are destined to be. We can't change anything about the inevitable, but we can prepare for it. Fearing it alone will break our spirit. We always tend to fill our hearts with hope of better days to come, but sometimes they never come, or we grow too impatient about it, and some give up. Disasters, wars, sickness, loss, death. We fear many things. We feel the weakness of our existence, the suffering that awaits. But there is still a choice. We can either break or move on, to grow stronger than ever, to solve the unsolvable, to overcome the scary, to seek purpose behind it all. And that is the essence of hope. When we accept what is and focus on what is within our control, we take a step forward towards dealing with fear. But questions still arise. Does hope then stem from fear? If you don't fear, would you hope? If you don't hope, are you in fear? Does acceptance of what is rid us of fear? Does it also rid us of hope? It's up to you to decide on that. Chapter 3: Reality of Addiction. We are constantly thinking about the future, addicted to fear, addicted to hope. This addiction rids us of the present, enjoying today, knowing that it's a gift regardless of what tomorrow has to offer. Breathe. Acknowledge your existence in the present moment. Addiction to thought about the future is, however, an addiction to existence that is yet to come, isn't it? Well, that should not stop us from living the present. Acknowledging the little things that make up today compared to the big things we are always anticipating in the future. This may be the only way to break free from our addiction. Reality is different from what we think. It's sometimes, however, exactly what we think it is. Being certain about the present is sometimes hard. This makes us question our perception of the future even further. We can't really know what is yet to come, yet we anticipate something, since the idea of nothing to come is more problematic for us than the idea of hope and the idea of fear. Chapter 4: The Why and the How. Why are we addicted to hope and fear? How can we live with that? To be honest, hope and fear are two things that make us human. It's part of instinct and part of reason. It's part of who we are and who we want to become. What we seek and what we run away from. Accepting these two is accepting to live. For those who are alive always hope and are not free of fear. Living is surviving the thoughts of the mind and the events of the world. Living is finding purpose in being human. Being human is being the physical self and the mind itself. In the mind, there are thoughts that point us in a direction, so that we seek, yet don't throw ourselves into the abyss or into something worse. We know so much about ourselves and the world more than the creatures around us, yet we know so little. We understand our fears and hopes. We understand that there is today and that tomorrow is yet to come. While we understand all that, we sometimes forget. Some of us sink into thoughts that lead them astray. Some find the truth. The key of being is to never give up on taking the next step and exploring the present as we build the future stone by stone, thought by thought, and hope by hope. Chapter 5: Time. It might be an endless staircase that we climb, but not moving forward is not knowing the truth. Standing still can be worse than going back. The future is unfolding. Time never stops, and the clock keeps on ticking, whether we like it or not. We shall face the future whether we are ready or not. The present shall be spent in preparation. Mindless existence is as good as not existing. Seeking nothing is a waste of human potential. Running away alone is by instinct, but hoping is by choice. Go with the flow of time, for you have no other choice. In the end, you are seconds, minutes, days, and years. Your existence is measured by these. However, your impact can be beyond measure, beyond time itself. It's a choice. Those steps that you are taking now will have an effect on the world around you in ways you imagine and in ways you cannot imagine. So make sure you are taking the right steps. At least make sure you are moving forward. Light up the dark path from within and from the light itself.